As we approach the 110th anniversary of the Mount Kembla mine disaster, it's time to look at part 2 of our special 5-part series, Black Dust.
Tonight's story begins here in McCabe Park, Wollongong. Who was this McCabe and what is his connection to the Mount Kembla mine disaster? Henry Osborne McCabe was born at Marshallmount in 1856, a member of 2 old Illawarra families, the McCabes of Russell Vale and the Osbornes of Marshallmount. He was a surveyor by profession, but went to England in 1877, successfully passed the examinations to become a mining engineer, and returned to Australia 4 years later to manage the family's Osborne Wallsend colliery. In public life, he served 9 years as an alderman on Wollongong Council, including 2 terms as mayor, and was the commanding officer with the rank of Major in the No. 6 Company of the New South Wales Artillery. Ironically, McCabe was at the Wollongong Courthouse attending an inquiry into mine safety when the Mount Kembla mine exploded. He and others rushed to the scene, and he, along with William McMurray, who had just come off the night shift, led a rescue party into the mine. While 2/3 of the miners did escape the disaster that day, mainly through side and back entrances, fortune did not smile upon McCabe and McMurray. While other members of their party got out, sadly, they were overcome by gas and perished. McCabe's funeral saw a general outpouring of grief for both himself and the dead miners. The following year, Council decided to build a small monument to honour McCabe and McMurray. There was public outcry that only these 2 men should be given that honour. To quell the community's angst, almost as an afterthought, these words were added to the bottom of the monument, and the names of those who died were inscribed on the other 3 faces. The monument was unveiled in 1905 on the corner of Crown Lane and Crown Street, Wollongong. 5,000 people, half the district's population, attended. Shops closed for 2 hours and sporting fixtures were cancelled. The monument eventually became a traffic hazard and was moved to Rest Park in Burelli Street and from there to its current site beside the Anglican Church in Mount Kembla. In 1929, Council decided to resume land in Church Street for recreation purposes. Previously known as Ledger's Paddock, it was designated McCabe Park after the late mayor, who was described as a hero, a man of sterling qualities and highly esteemed by the people. Which brings us back to McCabe Park. The mayor's name was misspelt in council minutes and the park was gazetted with a spelling mistake firmly in place. In recent years, that mistake has been corrected and today the park bears his rightful name.